In today's world, it's easy for us to glorify many things in the media. The controversy over crime and sexual visualization is a sensitive topic that has recently emerged, resulting in backlash about the production and messages presented in what they call glorified crime. This example, showing the comparison between the Rolling Stones' Boston Bomber cover and the new movie and Netflix series of Ted Bundy, reveals how there's a clear difference between a healthy conversation about crime and a point where it becomes a dangerous celebration. The role that media plays in presenting important messages of crimes is important because it's the primary way we as an audience will perceive the knowledge it presents. The Rolling Stones features Jahar Tsarnaev on its August 2013 cover, which prompted an uproar, saying that it rewards a terrorist with celebrity treatment. Many people believe this cover showed a deceiving image of Tsarnaev being too good-looking and casual for a person who did such horrific things. Although he is called a monster in the headline, the word is too subtle, and the font used is too small, making this an unacceptably ambiguous depiction of a terrorist.
It goes on. The fact that Jahar Tsarnaev is young and in the same age group as many of our readers makes it all the more important for us to examine the complexities of this issue and gain a more complete understanding of how a tragedy like this happens.
People believe that the Rolling Stones wanted to put him on the cover to account for how he slid off the rails and reveal how a successful, normal student turned into a horrible man. This brings up the crucial point that it is important to note the popularity of the image versus the reality of the article's reporting. People's first reaction of this cover may be horrified. However, in Rolling Stone's defense, it is important to read the corresponding article to see if its perception of making him seem like a rock star is actually evident in the article. The new Ted Bundy movie and series raises a similar issue, causing society to backlash against the specific portrayal of terrorists and serial killers. 30 years after Ted Bundy's execution, there are still movies, books, and podcasts from those who study the life and mind of him, fascinated by the horrors of his story. On January 28th, Netflix released a documentary series observing the killer and his crimes through the voices of journalists, friends, and the man himself in Conversations with the Killer, the Ted Bundy tapes. Within the same week, a trailer for the movie Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile was released.
All the papers, Ted.
Ted! Monkey! Oh!
How did his name get on that suspect list? I want to come see you.
I was really hoping you'd say that.
This film trailer is extremely theatrical and makes it seem like it could be any ordinary drama film. Efron is dressed in perfect clothing, and his girlfriend in the film is just as attractive and unrealistic as he is. With the combination of the upbeat music and the character portrayal, it seems unrecognizable to be a dark, thrilling film about a serial killer.
30 young girls and women ages 13 to 26 were raped and murdered before cops finally collared Ted Bundy. Reporters described Bundy's cold-blooded crimes in graphic detail, yet bags of fan mail arrived at his Florida jail during his trial.
Ted Bundy's notorious history had a lot to do with his charm, charisma, and attractive looks because it made the people never suspect him as a serial killer. However, critics of the trailer claim that casting Zac Efron romanticizes him, creating a fictionalized Ted Bundy. Living in a golden age of true criminal content, there is a delicate line between empathy and sympathy that any journalist or producer has to be careful not to cross. The Netflix Ted Bundy tapes takes a serious approach to the infamous serial killer. However, the Hollywood production strictly takes an appealing approach. People believe that Zac Efron is too attractive to play the role of Ted Bundy, and it sends misguiding messages to all of its anticipated audience. Like the cover photo of Jahar Tsarnaev, both sources are over-dramatized and exhibits inappropriate ideas. The Rolling Stones cover can be perceived in a way that might display how terrorism is cool, getting young children involved and thinking terrorist actions will be praised and popularized. People even compared Jahar Tsarnaev's headshot to American singer Jim Morrison, illustrating how at first glance he seems to be a charming, famous man. The justification from the journalist and producer is revealing and digging deeper into the matter of questioning how could a normal kid do something so evil, paralleling with how does such an attractive, sane man do something so horrific. Although the cover and movie was not intentionally chosen to display glorified crime, it's clear that media can have a triggering influence when its spotlight is on a sensitive topic that has many controversial opinions.